Hello everybody, I'm your friend Nipple, Let's Player SpiderMwa. I want to welcome you back to Let's Play the Dig. As we left off, we saved Maggie and Brink is an asshole. He stole all of our green crystals that we are supposed to be needing right now because we need to go talk to the alien.
Robbins. As worried as I am for Brink, I can't help feeling a little angry at him.
I wonder why.
He's wacko, nuts, out of his mind with greed.
Hey, somebody
He's
figure
not
it out.
himself. It's those damn crystals.
Somebody figured it out. Finally, somebody is smart about how Brink is. Thank you, Maggie. Thank you for not being an idiot.
You handled that whole business with the grate pretty well, Maggie.
Yeah, she did.
I hate to admit it, but it was a good idea you had.
Well, thank you.
Not everybody thinks of diverting a waterfall.
Well, you know, stuff.
Do you have any idea what it was you did to attract the thing to you?
Being fleshy.
I don't wear perfume, and heaven knows this outfit isn't exactly alluring.
She's just fleshy.
I was just sitting there.
Yeah, flesh.
Apparently that's enough.
Mm-hmm. You know.
That's usually enough for very lonely men on Earth.
As
for this monster, I'd just as soon not have another date like that anytime soon.
I guess she means that, you know, we just go after any women we see. Even if they don't wear any perfume or have any alluring clothes. It's just for some people, some men, seeing a woman is enough. Especially if they're a rapist, I guess.
When I called you before you were kidnapped, I was trying to tell you that it worked. I revived the alien.
Was it angry? Glad?
We don't
know. He didn't kill me, if that's what you mean.
Yeah.
He talked to me, but I didn't understand anything he said.
Or she. It could be a he or a she, you would never know.
Maggie, we've got to find a way to communicate with the alien inventor.
How about her?
I know, Boston.
How about her?
He's the only one who can answer our questions.
You understand the language
He's
now.
also the only one who knows for sure how to get us home.
Probably. That's not even for sure, you know. It's still a probability. Only.
Thanks.
Well, let's go get those green crystals that we need. I was wondering for a second there, is Maggie gonna come with us? And there she is. So let's get there the fastest way we know. With the light bridge. So it's to the map spire. Museum spire? Which spire is it? The tomb? Is it the tomb? Is it here that we find the green crystals? No. It's not this one. It's... this one? No? Maybe? No, it's not this one. I can't remember for some reason. It was the museum. Right. So over here. Got anything to say about these? And I didn't want to walk out.
Robbins.
What do you think about these crystals now that you see them?
After seeing what they've done to Brink, we'd better think long and hard before we start duplicating these back on Earth.
If we even can.
Don't worry. We're probably never going back there.
Don't be such a pessimist.
And even if we do, I doubt anyone will ever be able to figure out this alien science.
Exactly. I mean, this
Thanks.
is... it's alien technology. There's no way we can know what they do with these.
Maybe I should take one more life crystal.
Or a few. It's better to have a few more in your pocket than just one. Let's take at least, let's say 5.
It won't accomplish anything.
That's 4. And 5. There, that should do it. Now let's go find the alien. We know, at least I know where that is, so I don't need to go all around the place. Boom. I wonder what her reaction will be towards the alien. Follow me, Robbins. Well, she teleports. Apparently she has teleporting capabilities as well as learning how to speak an alien language. Or at least understand an alien language. We still don't know if she speaks it, but she can understand the literature version of it. The writings. Hey, Maggie, come and take a look at this. What do you think of this? I brought them back to life and then they killed each other. What do you think about that? Nothing?
Robbins.
Nothing at all? We cannot even talk about it? We're just gonna ignore
Never
it?
mind.
Gonna totally ignore that we killed innocent creatures. Well, not really innocent, but still creatures. Brought them back to life and killed them. Although we didn't literally kill them ourselves, we were the cause of their death. We were the, how do you say, the indirect way of their death, so to speak. Stuff! I'm talking about stuff! Okay, let's open this. Not gonna react to it anyway? Nothing? That's one of the things I really hate. I already complained about this in the previous videos in some other points about how there is no reaction from some of these characters. I mean, this is new stuff she's seeing and no reaction put into the game. I mean, these days in adventure games there are some reactions you get from characters of what happens and whatnot, but here, guess they forgot to do that. It kind of takes away from all the characters. I mean, these guys are just adventure characters. There's this guy, and there's this guy, and then there's this girl. It's about it. You can't really go deep into their characteristics. Well, Brink is crazy, Boston is an asshole, and Maggie is upstuck. Pretty much it that there is. Well, let's try to talk to you. Hello again. Now we got a reaction from Maggie. In a cutscene. For a second. Whoop-de-doo.
Here's where my alien education either pays off, or we die.
Die?
As long as I don't accidentally offend him, we'll be okay.
Yeah, she's got a point. Hello to you too.
He says, open your mouth, which is their way of saying, speak.
You do the talking, Maggie, so you can understand each other.
Yeah.
Speak.
Open your mouth. What is he gonna examine our tonsils?
Why was your tomb so carefully hidden?
So only the most persistent, the most clever, and therefore the most dangerous of visitors would find me.
Dangerous? The most dangerous? Sometimes when you think about science fiction and how the humankind acts in it, it has come to lead to me when I was thinking about Mass Effect and stuff like last week. It came to me that humankind, we make ourselves the heroes in most of the stories. But when you think about it, we are mostly the antagonist in many stories as well. I mean, we're the most dangerous in many aspects. I mean, we bring war, we are highly educated, we are technologically advanced in many parts, and we continually, with our curiosity, go forward for these advancements. Yeah. Ever heard of the term curiosity killed a cat?
Why has your body been preserved so carefully?
Since all the evil in this place was my fault, I chose to be its guardian forever.
You caused all of this? That the planet died? And you people vanished? Interesting.
Who are you, Honored One?
The bringer of misfortune.
Anything more specific?
Please tell me who you are.
I am the doer who undoes, the creator who uncreates. And yet, I would gladly be the destroyer who undestroys, the dangerous one who protects.
Why do they always talk in riddles? But with this guy, it's understandable what he says.
Speak plainly. Tell us who you are.
Once I was hailed as the greatest mind my people ever produced. I tried to bring them power and happiness.
Produced? Was he
I
made in
gave
a
them
lab?
power to leave this world, to leave their bodies, to enter an existence as pure mind, eternally perfect.
Ah, so they did
But I could
become
not give
ghosts.
them the power to return and reclaim their abandoned bodies, their decaying world.
So yeah, they became
They
ghosts.
are lost and cannot return.
Uh-huh, so that is what happened. He kind of made them into these beings of higher enlightenment. Pretty much just spirits. Their souls and intelligence escaped from their bodies and they become disembodied, well, spirits, ghosts. You cannot see them except sometimes when they mush up lots of energy together and they can make an image of, like we have seen a few times, those ghosts. I'm doing quotation marks in the air when I say ghosts. So yeah, the book really explains it really well, but this also explains what happened to them. But I'm not gonna spoil anything about the book if you intend to read it. I highly recommend finding the book and reading it. It's a really good, interesting read, at least.
Did you invent the life crystals? To raise the dead is the greatest achievement we've seen.
What raises the dead can debase the living.
Yeah, we see that. Resurrection. It is one of our greatest goals, isn't it? But at what cost? We have seen so many zombie stories, Frankensteins and all that. Always a bad idea, resurrection, isn't it? But also we get a lot of resurrections that are good things. So it can go either way. It just depends on how the way you do it, I guess.
Are there side effects to the crystals?
Are
What
there?
the crystals create is not a life, but a slave.
Yeah, we know this then. Greedy. Obsessed. Workaholic.
So when the life crystals restore you, you aren't really alive?
They restore the cells and the organs, but take away all that made the life worth living.
I already talked about Mass Effect, but now I'm thinking that they're making husks. If you've ever played a Mass Effect, you know what I'm talking about. Certainly feels like it.
Then why did you make them?
Because I
Our
could.
society became obsessed with living eternally.
In other words,
I
because you could.
underestimated the breadth and danger of the obsession. The crystals are the second worst mistake I made.
In other words, because you could. And what do you mean only second worst? The worst is that you caused your whole civilization to be gone from this realm of living into disembodied spirits instead of embodied living creatures with organs and stuff. Just think about it. Here's a philosophical question to you. You don't need to answer it, but think about it. Would you rather be a living creature that you are now, with organs, blood, veins, thoughts? Or would you be a disembodied spirit with nothing but thought for all eternity? Which one do you choose? A short-living creature or a long-living thought? Think about it.
If what you did was bad, why do the museum displays give you so much honor?
There was a time when my creations were thought to be good.
Well, there are some
I
creations.
believed it myself, or I would never have created them.
Of course, it always starts good. Well, everything always starts good first, but then eventually it becomes bad. I mean, Marie Curie and her husband Pierre, they found uranium and they discovered radioactivity. It was a good thing that they found radioactivity. It was an awesome new discovery. But eventually it killed them because it's radioactivity. They found out it was a bad thing after all. And we got nuclear bombs and everything from that. Well, not really from that, but still. We got radioactivity.
How long will you remain here?
until the last of my mistakes is rectified, or until the life crystals lose their power out of miserable death.
So they don't last long, but they also diminish their effects each time you use one. I guess that's what he meant. Also, have you noticed how much this game actually makes you think? Well, the story actually makes you think about life and death and all that. Lots of scientific things and all that when I play this game. Did it make me think like that when I was reading the book? Except the idea of philosophical, spiritual thing. That's the only thing that it made me think about.
We want to go home.
That is the wish of all living creatures. It is a vain wish, for there is no true home.
How deep
All
of you.
intelligence wanders and has no rest.
Very true. That is actually a very true point. What can you really call home? Well, your own home, of course, but there is also... now I don't know what to think. I'm getting too deep into thought here.
Have you a name?
I had a name when I was alive.
Well, you're sort of
Now
alive
that
now.
I am again and again dead, what need have I for names?
Well, you could just...
My body is now so ancient that the crystals scarcely have power over me. I rise for a few minutes, and then I fall again. Soon, I will cease to rise at all. Only then will my grief end. I want no name or memory to live after me.
So even if you're resurrected with the crystals all the time, your soul or whatever, or basically your body just keeps degrading so much that you cannot return to the body anymore and you go completely dead eventually. But the question is, how freaking old are you? That is what I would like to know.
The map helped us find you. Did you create it?
It was created by those who now wish only to find themselves.
So you're lost people, huh? Okay, maybe we'll find them at some point.
The language of the library was a great achievement. It was so clear and surprisingly easy to learn.
The greater the idea, the simpler and clearer the language needed to express it.
Uh-huh. That didn't make much sense to me, at least. Maybe it made sense to you, but to me, I don't know. Gotta think. I'm thinking too much here, so it's confusing me.
The light bridges are magnificent.
Yeah, that's true.
We never dreamed that people could walk on light.
Well, you haven't played Portal.
Yes. We were happily surprised at how convenient those light strands turned out to be. If we had known, we would not have bothered to build the trams.
And yet still those exist as well. I mean, if they have the light bridges, why didn't they destroy the trams then?
If you were surprised that the lights could be used as bridges, what did you create them for?
When all the bridges are complete, the eye will see.
The eye will see. You mean the middle piece that the light bridges connect to?
When you say the eye will see, you aren't talking about our eyes, are you?
I don't think
An
so.
eye that can see the 3 dimensions of time, as well as the 3 dimensions of space.
What?
It will show you beauty beyond belief. But once you have seen Space-Time 6, will you ever see Space-Time 4 again? The eye may be open, but the mind hasn't the strength to see.
So you mean you have to be a strong mind to be able to handle, to be in the hyperdimensional existence of a spirit. And that is why your people are suffering while they're being just spirits in the space-time stuff. Also, it kind of makes sense that he says that the time has 3 dimensions and space has 3 dimensions, because space has 3 dimensions, X, Y, and Z, while time has 3 dimensions too. The past, the present, and the future. But also, the fourth dimension is what we call time. So if there is time, then there's the fifth dimension, which is something else, which we try to think of from the science fiction. Science fiction is weird. You can make all of your own babble if you want to about that.
Why is this inscription in another kind of writing?
I did not write it. I would not have written it.
Then who? Then who wrote it?
I can read it, but the meaning isn't clear. It speaks of something hidden.
It was the first achievement on the road to my greatest error, the one that condemned my people.
So the tablet tells us the way of enlightenment. Or does it warn us about the enlightenment?
What are the ghosts we saw? Are they alive?
I already told you who they are.
My people all traveled to the realm of Space-Time 6. Where 3 dimensions of time join to the 3 dimensions of space. It is indescribably beautiful, but they can build nothing there. They can create nothing, they just exist, on and on with empty lives and hearts that long for this hard and stony world.
Uh-huh. So they're trapped there forever, and they want a way home, just like us.
The ghosts are your people, then.
Duh.
Their connection to this world is so slight. They can disturb the energy in the air.
Yeah, we've seen that.
They can make themselves visible for a few moments.
Yeah, we saw that.
But they can't build anything here.
You already said that.
They will live forever. But it is not life.
I guess it's not life, it's just existence. Interesting.
Is it impossible for your people to come back?
It takes enormous strength of will to leave that place and come back to this one. They have all tried. They have all failed.
Uh-huh.
And now they have been away too long.
So they can't return, or
They
can
have
they?
lost the physical memory of how to live here in Space-Time 4.
How is this 4? Shouldn't it be this space-time 1, 2, and 3? Or something like that? I don't know. I don't know. Now I don't know what he's talking about.
Why did the ghost lead us to you?
Some of them foolishly hope that if I help you open the gateway again, you might have the strength to lead them home, to let them remake their bodies here.
Interesting
But I am
thought.
sure that all that would happen is you, too, would be lost in Space-Time 6.
Well, probably. It is a possibility that we won't come back even if we go try to save them. Sounds like the Space-Time 6 is a dangerous place to go to. Leave your mortal lives behind and become just pure thought. Think about it, that would be a bad thing.
The metal plates we found. What are they?
They are authority and power.
They are our
Each
liege.
shape has a meaning,
They're kings?
and when they are fitted together, they have a new meaning.
All-powerful Emperor. Unlimited power. Always have to have a movie quote in my videos, I guess.
If we put the control plates in the triangle, what will happen?
You will open the door to beauty without boundaries, and to trouble without end.
And also the way you hear. That's what we found. Is there anything else?
The probe you sent out brought us here. We want to go back to our home planet.
Another one of our terrible mistakes.
Sending those probes?
We sent out those probes when we thought we had found the glorious secrets of the universe. We could not call them back.
So they're just aimlessly going around?
Thus, I remain here to warn all those who come in answer to an invitation we wish we had not sent.
So it was a warning? All those probes are a warning? Hey, we sent this here, the probe that will send you back to our place, but don't come here. It's a bad place to come. Please do not get into those probes. We didn't design these as well as we thought.
Warning us won't do any good unless we can get back home to Earth to tell other humans.
There are 2 ways to protect your planet.
Destroy it?
One is if you return and warn them to stay away.
Yeah, that would be a good
The
idea.
other is if you never return at all.
That wouldn't be a good idea.
Which warning do you think will be more effective?
Returning home and warning them. Because if we stay here, they would get curious and somehow try to get their way to come here as well. Although we don't have the technology to do that, so I guess the latter one would be a good idea. But we are not the kind of people who would do that. We want to get back home. That is our priority. That is what we want. So your latter option is not an option. There's always a choice. But not here. Not today.
Tell us how to get back to Earth.
You son of a bitch!
I beg you.
If my people could return from Space-Time 6 where they have gone, they would rebuild the starport.
Cool.
They would make a crystal ship, which would take you back to your planet.
How would that work? The
But
same
they
kind
will
we used?
never find their way back home.
Everybody's such a pessimist in this. Goodbye.
Thank you for helping us.
Or at least giving
I
us
will
knowledge.
only have helped you when you give up your foolish plan.
We're not giving up.
Yeah, that's not our
My
way.
only consolation is that true death comes closer with each dying.
Well, just hope that we're not gonna be waking you up again. It might happen, you know.
Good job of translating, Maggie.
Thanks.
He speaks very slowly and clearly,
That's good.
but I'm also pretty damn good.
Oh, yeah.
Are you sure we want to leave?
Yeah, I'm
He's
sure.
a living encyclopedia.
Yeah, but he already said that he's not gonna give us much information because he's not gonna be woken up that many times anymore. He said that you're himself. You really think you're gonna get everything out of him? I don't think so. I think he would just die in the middle of some speech. Because he's so worn out. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it at that. With all the new knowledge that we have gained, we now know where the people are and how to save them. We got only one light bridge to connect to the all-seeing eye or whatever it is. So we can go and rescue them. The only problem is how to turn that light bridge on because we cannot even get to that spire. Not yet, that is. So, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope you all have a good evening, good afternoon, and a good morning, and I will see you all next time. Take care, people. Bye.